Engineering Unleashed is both a platform. You can actually find it online. You can go to engineeringunleashed.com and find this group. But more than that, more than a platform, it's a community of about 5,000 educators, and some industry partners are on there as well. And they have a mission, a shared mission around instilling an entrepreneurial mindset in undergraduate engineers. So that's what this whole community is about. And we can talk about how that actually works, but basically, it's a co creative process. These educators have kind of recognized that to accelerate work, they rely on each other's ideas and kind of build on them, the yes and approach to education. And so across the country, I think there are right now somewhere around 350 institutions represented and about 5,000 members on Engineering Unleashed. And there's a connection also from Engineering Unleashed to a network of institutions that are called Keen. The attendees that come to the annual workshop, that come to the pre-conference workshop, first of all, they can expect kind of a lively workshop. It is not a sit and get kind of situation. It's going to be engaging, and the focus, they'll have a set of takeaways. So if they come to it, I think those participants that will come and enjoy this workshop will come away with an understanding of this entrepreneurial mindset. First of all, they'll understand that it's not about creating new businesses necessarily. In fact, I've been looking at one of the things that in preparation for this upcoming conference, I've been looking at the range of industrial and systems engineers that have become famous partly because they're entrepreneurial. I enjoyed going to IISE's list of captains of industry awardees and looking through there and recognizing the companies and the names of individuals. And so they're going to find out this is not necessarily about starting a business, but it's about being creative and entrepreneurial in whatever setting that they're in. So they'll come away with, first of all, an understanding of how entrepreneurial mindset is vital in engineering education, and including IISE, Industrial and Systems Engineering Education. I think if they're an educator, they may come away reinvigorated. They might come away from this going, I've got something new to share with my students that is not just it's not just an add-on, but it's actually essential. It's relevant today. It's something that students need, that our society needs, and they'll tie into that. Why would I even do this? I think in this workshop. I think a third thing that they'll come away with is an invitation to join in this work from whatever post they come from, whether they're an educator or if they are in industry, or if they're connected to other associations, or whatever role they have. There's something to add into this co-creative community. When I was teaching, the 17 years I was teaching topics that I would teach in electrical engineering, circuits, signals and systems, communications, those sorts of things, there was kind of a tradition around that I respected and still value, but there felt like there was something that was missing. And that missing piece had to do with, if you just want to put it in words other than being entrepreneurially minded, had to do with creating value. How do I take these technical skills and learn how to create value for others? And there's something so fundamental, it's kind of like falling off the log. It's almost obvious, but until you get a group of individuals and people like the folks at IISE, those attendees saying, this is important, and we're going to fluoresce it and make it visible and be intentional about it, then we're really doing something. And that's what I'm excited about doing at the IISE conference. I hope to develop some new relationships. First of all, one of the things that I've recognized is that this is kind of, we're in this together kind of approach is really a successful approach. So as we get to meet people, and that's one of the things I'll look forward to doing, is meeting the attendees and continuing to work with these co-facilitators. That's an important part of it. In fact, the whole relational part of this is critical. in these days of AI and other automation and kind of a global nature of business, that relational piece still stands up as one of the most important. That primacy of face-to-face interaction and working with people is going to be a valuable takeaway for our whole team. The second thing I think that I'll get out of this, and I'm looking forward to, is some increased understanding of IISE. You know, I come from a different discipline, and every time I kind of dig into working with folks from this particular discipline, I enjoy it. Partly because they are so good at processes and they're just excellent all around and making sure that this thing is going to run terrifically, but also because there's a natural fit of these ideas with IISE folks. I mean, after all, industrial and systems engineering, a lot of the words that you're connected to in your body of knowledge just resonate with what we're trying to accomplish too. So I think there is a natural fit. So that second thing of coming away with some even more increased appreciation of what this particular discipline, what your organization does, is going to be terrific.